Good friends, Maiden collectors, rock fans, metal fans. I'm back from Tunisia. A lot of people who watch these videos are fans of my Iron Maiden vinyl collectors Facebook page. And so they know that I've been out to work in Tunisia for about 5 or 6 days. Just back now, and I thought I'd do another Maiden update for you all, because hopefully you like the Maiden updates. So I've got some really quite cool stuff to show you today. Hope everyone's well. It's getting colder out there for sure in the UK. Temperatures plummeting down to about 7 degrees. So compared to Tunisia, which was 28, which is about 82 degrees Fahrenheit, it's a bit of a culture shock and a bit of a body shock getting back to this horrible weather. But there you go, it's Christmas soon anyway, who cares? So one of the more exciting things I've managed to pick up recently hasn't been vinyl. It's been this, you can see it, can't you? It's this, which is the Eddie's Head CD box set, which includes all 13 of Maiden's first albums, including like Live at Donington, a Real Dead one, Live After Death as well as a CD called In Profile, which is a bit like an audio history CD. So this is in pretty good condition. So I got this for about £120. Now, if you try and get these on eBay, they can go anything up to between 250 and 400 quid. This one's in pretty good condition. Facially, it's really good. The eyes still work, as you can see. What tends to have a lot of damage is the nose. The nose gets a bit squashed in because they're only made of this quite cheap plastic, really. The only sad thing on this one, a little bit, is it has a slight stress fracture there. But the CDs are all mint and unplayed. It's got the certificate of authenticity as well. So I thought you guys would like to see that first off. How it, well, I won't open it because the eyes sort of fall out a bit, but if you're very careful, which I can't be with one hand, you open it up and all the CDs are basically stacked in there, which is a very cool item. So I thought you guys would like to see that one before we kicked off with the heavy duty vinyl. So let's crack on. I mean, he's staring at me now. He looks a bit fierce. I hope you don't put me off. Right, some of the stuff I've got recently has been from a collection from my local record shop. There was a guy, I think that the Eddie Head is actually from the collection as well. But the guy had a lot of CDs, a lot of promo CDs, and in fact, I'll show you a couple of the promo CDs I managed to pick up. Because I never show CDs, so why don't we do that today as well? What I got from his collection is this, which is the Iron Maiden sampler for Edward the Great. This is a promo CD from EMI. Edward the Great was released on the 4th of November 2002, so it's about 10 years old, just over. And it gives you like 4 or 5 tracks from the album. And this was obviously sent out to radio stations and, I don't know, magazines and stuff. So there you go, that's the CD. Make a change for me to show CDs, so there you have it. That's Edward the Great. Not particularly rare. Well, it's fairly scarce. You don't often see promo CDs, but it's not a particularly valuable piece. You can pick this up for around about a tenner, I'd say, but it's very nice. The next thing I'd like to show you, this one goes for a lot more money. This is the Brave New World CD sampler. This is including Tommy Vance, who sadly is no longer with us, but it's basically 5 tracks from Brave New World: Wicker Man, Ghost and Navigator, Brave New World, Dreamer Mirrors and The Nomad, with Tommy Vance basically doing some narration over the top. So they could play this on his radio show and you'd still know that you were listening to the Tommy Vance show. So it's quite cool. That's the back. Now this one's been bootlegged quite a lot over the years, but I believe this one is an original. There you go. As it's on a blue backed CD. It's not silver, it's more of a blue. But it's very, very cool. It's a good thing to listen to, actually, this one. It's just quite cool. And it says on the front there, promo only, not for sale. Not for broadcast without prior written consent from EMI Records. So there you go, a couple of cool things. Other things from this guy's collection has been some of the bootleg picture discs. Now these were made in Brazil and the UK. This one's a UK one, released in 2002. This is the X Factor, Blaze Bayley's first album with the band. As you can see, They do look a little bit cheap looking. The res on the photos aren't great. The sound quality is pretty poor. Originally, when this album was released, this was a double album, so to get double albums worth of material on a single disc, let alone a picture disc, you're not going to have the same quality. So these are purely not for listening, but purely for collection, or if you're not much of a, if you want to put them on the walls, they look cool on the walls. So that's the X Factor. This one's quite a nice looking one. This one's a better resolution. This is Live After Death. Obviously, as we know, Live After Death is a double live album. This is essentially a compilation of both sides, so it's quite unusual. Its packaging on this one's not so bad. It has some quite cool photographs and stuff like that, and you can see the track listing there. That really is like a mix of the best tracks from the double album. So what they've done is they've basically cut and pasted photos from the booklet of the original album and stuck them on the back, and that's another UK copy. This is a Brazilian copy of, I think, or am I wrong? No, this is a UK copy, apologies, of a Real Dead one from 1993. This was a reissue from 2002. Quite a nice design on the back. Okay, well, I've got those on original vinyl, so these, as I say, these aren't played. This one's a bit dark, but this is Fear of the Dark, so I suppose being dark's a bit fitting, really, isn't it? There's that. It's got a bit of a garish design on the back, as you can see there, of Eddie and the Boys. That's a UK one as well. Now this one here, this is a lovely looking one. This is Peace of Mind. From 83 originally, this is 2002 UK, and that's the B-side there. So there we go, that's just a few little picture discs from my collection that I managed to get from a local record store, along with, I think a guy must have gone in there literally just with a bag or a box of Maiden stuff and said how much. But I've managed to get all that stuff very, very, very reasonably priced. So the next few things, I've got some 7 inches to show you now. All Maiden. This is Twilight Zone. This is a Yugoslavian pressing on Yugoton Records from 1981. Wrathchild is on the B-side, and it's got some rather nice EMI labels there. Very nice condition, this one. Excellent condition. The sleeve is great. The vinyl, there's a few surface hairline scratches on it, but it's in pretty great condition apart from that. This one I got through the post yesterday from Discovery Records in Lancashire. This is Women in Uniform, the original from 1981, signed by Adrian Smith at the top, Steve Harris and Dave Murray. There you go. And this one is in great condition. Just thought you'd like to see that, and these are 100% genuine signatures. Okay, this is an awesome one. I'm going to open this one up because this is in such good condition. I've shown you Run to the Hills before, but this is actually an Italian pressing. Okay, so the cover is very familiar, but the back doesn't have any tour dates on, and a lot of the other countries' pressings of this had, like the UK, the German and the Portuguese, for example, they all listed the tour dates down there, and this one doesn't. So this is back with Total Eclipse, which is a great song, and this is just in fantastic shape generally. I'll show you the label as well. There you go. This one is pretty much, for a 30-year-old single, it's about as mint as you're going to get. It's about as mint as you're going to get. Everyone knows that Run to the Hills was really, in my opinion, probably Maiden's real breakthrough single. They had a huge fan base before Run to the Hills, but that is the song which really took them over the edge. Obviously they'd been on UK shows like Top of the Pops before, or what with Running Free, their first commercial single, but Run to the Hills was really where Maiden went over the top. So I'll put that one back in a minute because it's being a bit fiddly. Okay, this is just some standard stuff now. Bit of a Bruce Dickinson one here. This is Dive, Dive, Dive. Next one, Can I Play With Madness? Nothing that special about this one, but it is a manufacturer's property, not for sale. So this is a promo copy, essentially. The next one is a French copy of Flight of Icarus. Note the Pathé Marconi on the bottom left. And I'll show you the label for this one. It's an okay condition. The vinyl's better than the sleeve. The sleeve's got a bit of ring wear, but it's got that cool silver moulded label, which is common on so many French singles, particularly all my Maiden singles anyway. Let's just make sure I get this one in correctly. I don't know about you, but some of these singles from different countries are a bit fiddly to get back in, so you've got to be dead careful. And making videos, sometimes you rush a bit. So this is the Holy Grail. This is my, I'm sorry I look absolute knackered today. I've got mosquito bites all over me from Tunisia, and I'm generally feeling a bit tired, so apologies if I'm cracking your screens today. This is my Holy Grail. This is a non-promo copy. This is a standard copy of Wrathchild, back with Genghis Khan. As you can see, it's a Japan pressing. Fantastic little green inner bag there, Toshiba EMI. I'll show you the vinyl, which is in fantastic shape. Played this and it's amazing. There you go. And this is actually the highlight of my Japanese Maiden collection. This is the only Japanese single currently that I own by Maiden. There's a number to get, including white label promos, of which you can get one for this. So that is the next one to hunt. I know where they are. I know a man who's got them. He's prepared to sell, but I've got to build up the cash because they're not cheap. So I was more than happy to get that into my collection, and I paid a very, very good price for that on eBay. That went under value, and there's no doubt about that. So that's my Maiden update today. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Hopefully for the next video I'll be a little bit more awake, because I'm going to go to bed now because I'm very tired, a bit jet lagged, even though I only went to Africa. But there you go. So hope everyone's well. Keep showing your Maiden stuff on the Iron Maiden Vinyl Collectors page. I love to see all your cool stuff. We've got so many new members now. I think we're on 335, 336. And that's grown by about 40 since the 26th of October. So the page is going from strength to strength. So if you've never ever looked at the page on Facebook, just search for Iron Maiden Vinyl Collectors and it will bring you to my page. Please like, please show your collection, particularly bootlegs, because I do like the bootlegs, and also the foreign pressings. I'm a huge fan of foreign Maiden pressings. So it'd be great to see you there. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Cheers.